all throughout the 90s, late 80s, early 2000s, mid 2000s, hip hop soundtracks from movies were mad common.
Right.
In fact, there were movies where the movie was bad, but the soundtracks were crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like people still hate the movie New Jersey Drive. I love that movie.
I love that movie too.
But the soundtrack was crazy. It's like a double disc CD, like cassette, like everybody from Jersey had that song on there. I digress though. Cax, when did you start freestyling? Because when I met you, you was already freestyling. Your flow was consistent.
Yeah, I was I want to say I started like rapping at like 12. My cousins had a rap group called Last Chapter, and they I can't remember the name of the group, but I know everybody remembers. Who am I thinking of? I'll come back to it. But yeah, they opened up a lot of shows for different people, and that's how I started pretty much rapping. Then I started writing and freestyling, and it's sorry about that. Yeah, it was just pretty much, I guess it just came with it. Like up from middle school, went to high school, and I was actually freestyling in 9th grade, and I think all of the rappers at the table was like in 12th grade. So it kind of like, they was like, man, to see a freshman rap like us, like, and then that next year is when I met you, Cypher, and...
Nice. So that's what's up, man. Like, I didn't really, like I was telling y'all before we started, like, I didn't really freestyle. Like, I wrote rhymes. Like, I had rhymes for days. Like, but every now and then when I couldn't remember them all, that's the only time I would freestyle. Because my mindset was always like, well, what we going to do? I want to keep rapping.
True.
So I want to keep rapping. So just because I don't got no writtens, I'm just going to sit here with my arms folded or twiddle my thumbs because, nah, man, we're just going to make something up. We're going to go, So it's like, it wasn't until I met Caxton in high school that I started to freestyle every day. And I would write less, but I would still write, but I would freestyle every day. And this was my thing, right? This is how it went for me. I would wake up, right? High school for like 2 years. I only listened to like 3 albums. Like it was Illmatic, J. Rue the Damager, Wrath of the Math,
yeah,
and Wu-Tang Forever, but the first CD,
right,
the first CD. So I listened to those, right, for like 2 years. And then I would wake up, right? Get dressed to those joints, walk to school. While I'm walking to school, I'm freestyling, right? I get to school, I see y'all in the hallway. We're going to freestyle. You know what I'm saying? Lunchtime, freestyling. After school, we freestyling. Get outside of school, we freestyling.
Yep.
We either going to my house or Doo-Wop's house, or your house. Yep. And then we walking. We freestyling. Get to your house, whatever we want, freestyle. That's what we was doing, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Then unknown come get us. While unknown coming to get us, we freestyle. We waiting for him to come get us. We freestyling. Then we get in the car. He got new beats. We freestyling. Get to his house, play some more beats. Freestyling. He making beats. We eating his mother's food or whatever we going on, and he make those beats. Then we freestyling. I get home. I'm freestyling. Yep. And it was literally that for like 6.
You're even making freestyle stir fry while freestyling.
See, I'm telling you, bro, it was literally, and my brother Dan was like, yo, why y'all freestyling so much? My brother said, yeah, freestyle. Why don't y'all write something down? It's like, yeah, we write something down, but no, we just feel like it, it was just like, it was fun. It was like a thing. Freestyle has always been like a video game for me. Yep. What's the next level? How high can I go? You know what I'm saying?
It's like you just keep exploring.
Exactly.
It's always in your brain. You just
exactly.
Unpackage new destinations, and
it's true.
I mean, one thing that I would say about this era that we live in, you don't really see rappers really freestyling no more. It's really about the melodies, which nothing wrong with that, but which nothing is wrong with that. But at the same time, I feel like in the art of hip hop, and I've been checked for it. Like I've been in a battle rap where people will be like, "Oh, you can't freestyle," and I get popcorn thrown at me. It's not the greatest feeling to have in the world. So it's like, I'm not the greatest freestyler, but I do agree with you. If you really want to do this rap thing, you have to know how to freestyle.
Well, my mindset was always on some like, listen, this is why, like, this is why, like, in various situations, like, I can rap to anything. I'm a firm believer I can rap to anything. But that's because I rap to everything. You feel me? I freestyle to everything. I write to everything. You feel me? Because I always want to be prepared. Always want to be on. You know, like, bro, if y'all saw some of the people I rap with, like, I done rap with country bands, I done rap with funk bands, I done rap with orchestras, you name it, you know. Dope. But my mindset is always, this is what we came for.
Right.
You feel me? Like, I came to be great, and this is what we came for. And I refuse to lose to some words. You know,
True. So
I'm not gonna lose to some words.
So before we leave that moment real fast, remember we used to be in the mall freestyling to the classical music.
That's right, yeah.
Yep. I used to freestyle the classical music a lot.
And Dave used to complain, ain't no bass line there, man.
Yeah, he would.
Ain't no bass line there. Ain't no bass.
Yep.
Man, go ahead.
Yeah, that was a lot of
fun.
fun.
Yeah, man. I mean, I always like getting experimental, you know, freestyling over like classical and jazz, you know.
Yeah, man.
Like, I just know I've got a lot of my probably practice time was just on the internet, on like YouTube, just finding, like, go deeper and deeper, just click like next suggestion, you get some weird, and just experimenting with it, you know, and just being like, I wonder what kind of rhymes would fit on this weird song that some random guy made. It's not even a genre, you know.
Gotcha. No, that's true, man. It's you never know. That's what my favorite thing to do is freestyle outside. Because when you freestyle outside, you never run out of things to talk about.
True.
Like, it's literally outside is infinite, or as infinite as you can see.
True.
You know what I'm saying? But we could all look outside right now, right, and all take in something different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We could write a verse about everything we see out here. I guarantee we all come up with something different. Freestyle, we come up with something different.
Right.
And that's my mindset, was like, you know, let's freestyle outside. And we did a lot of freestyling outside growing up.
We
It's
did.
like, what's going on? We out here. Da-da-da-da-da. I don't know. That was always my mindset. In your everyday, Reggie, in your everyday life, how has freestyling, like, pushed you? Because for me, freestyling has transformed just the way I even think and approach life. Like, has that affected how you just approach life or move through life?
It always, like, it affected it by, like, if I'm going through something or, like, I'm thinking about something, like, I can be listening to a song off my phone and I'd be like, I was about to curse. I'd be like, dang, like that verse is dope. Like, I wonder how can I put my own input on it. Or sometimes I can be like thinking of some good words that rhyme with, and I just start rhyming with them off the top of the dome, and like I forget to type stuff because it's 2020. You don't need no paper no more. I would forget to type it on my iPhone, but I'd be like, dang, that wordplay was dope to me though.
Caxton, how do you feel? Like, how has freestyling helped you maneuver throughout life? Like, because it's being able to think on your feet quickly is a valuable tool. So, like, how has it? Because, you know, for me, like I said, I continue to see it show up in everything I do.
True. Well, I could definitely say on a lot of levels. One thing I will say is when I write songs, like, I always freestyle them first.
Facts.
Whether it be choruses or, you know, the verses, and, you know, that freestyle won't be that song, but you might take, let's say, a couple sentences from that freestyle and it'll be part of that song, or same thing with the hook. But most of any concepts I've had for songs, it's always like you hear the beat and it's like, you start spitting a little something, this and that, throwing stuff around, and it's like, yeah, I got it. So as far as that, and as far as like everyday life, I mean, man, everything, you know, because like you said, you could take an environment, you take everything around you, space and time, everything, you know.
Right.
So I mean, freestyling, I'm not gonna say you can't be a hip hop artist if you don't freestyle,
right?
Because you do have a lot of amazing writers who know,
right?
You know what I'm saying? You know, one or two artists I could think of just to throw out there is like Scarface and Nas, right? As far as like writers, when I found out Nas didn't freestyle that much, it kind of shocked me because if you heard Illmatic from that Element, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, you definitely have your heavy hitters, but then you have some people who, you know, they amazing at freestyling too. Like, Big Pun. Pun was a nice freestyler, you know? So, but as far as me, I just think it helps with everything, man. As far as being an artist, it helps with everything.
How does freestyling help your art, John?
Yeah, I mean, from my perspective, I definitely had like a really unique approach to it because as a literal artist, like a visual artist and a painter, I was doing like art shows. Here's some of my art right here, so you can see it. But like I would do art shows. There'd be like 20 artists in there displaying their canvases, and so there's like just hundreds of people coming up, like, oh, tell me about your art, and initially and like instantly, I could stand out and like, well, let me freestyle about my art. And like it's just like, oh, okay, I gotta like link with this person, and like immediately made me stand out, and it really like accelerated my art career a lot. Not only did I make music, but like I could freestyle about my art right there, and it just like really made me stand out as an artist and a musician, that those two things can combine. And also like when I was going out like performing and like collaborating with people, like you were saying, you've rapped over bands and stuff, and I've done a lot of that. And I would like come out with some of my verses, but I realized like not all these verses like match, either the tempo or the amount of time that you have to rap. And so like I had to adapt. Even if I was doing a verse, I'd like have to be like, okay, I have to go off on a tangent and freestyle from here because there's a switch up.
Facts.
And like so then all my verses just became like mixed up, and there became like 20 versions of them like based off of freestyles that I did in the past.
That's funny, but listen. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, Illmatic, right? It came when did that Illmatic drop? Like 94, 95?
It was Illmatic was 94. Yep.
So here's what it is, right? 94. But Nas had been rapping those verses for like 3 or 4 years.
True.
Like, if you listen to various mixtapes that he appears on, those verses that are on Illmatic appear on various mixtapes, but in way different forms. Right. You know what I'm saying? It'll be like the last 8 bars and then something else that was on Memory Lane or something. It'll be like, or The World Is Yours, the first verse. Yep. Just different lines here and there, but the foundation of it is the first verse that's on Illmatic. The World Is Yours. So and I see, and that's the thing I was talking to my homie from. I like, I'll take that. That's another question. That's a question for something else. I
got you.
But let's get into some freestyling though. We got Miss Shine in there. She gonna play some beats for us, and I'm not really sure what we're gonna rap to, but this is freestyling. It's the art of. Once again, my name is Flex Matthews. I'm here with John I. We got RB3, Cagster. My man Ian is in the place to be. Salute.
Yes, sir.
But and Miss Shine, can we get some beats to freestyle to? WPFW live at 5. If you want to donate, go to WPFW.fm.org. WPFWFM.org if you want to donate online. We out here
all day. That'll work.
Yeah. Who want to set it?
You should set it.
So I can set it. I come correct. Don't need no credit. Flex Matthews, premium unleaded. Ichabod Crane, don't get beheaded. Shredder, you might get shredded.
Okay.
Yeah. Who's the best with? They say I'm one you shouldn't mess with. I keep it hot like Texas. Hot like double-breasted. Suits, cool. Flex Matthews be the dude. Disappear with the juice. Never see my neck in the noose. Hit her with the 1-2.
Hey yo,
brand new shoe.
Cax is old school, like triple fat goose. You might catch me on the loose, throwing up the deuce. If you see me in the school, you might just lose a G. Cause there's a lot of MCs that they think they mess with me. But at the same time, son, you looking kinda desperately. Walking down the block in Tintin. What's your intention? Don't really matter. Spit the rhymes in fiction. Tell. Drop it all to my man. RBX, never fail. What?
Alright, look. Killing the ghost, write the verse every single day. It's on my mind when I really gonna make it, never cry. Every single day I walk outside, on my mind. Writing verses, save the next generation. I can cry, I got a gun, gotta keep it PG. Look, killing the goats fun. Killing the goats for fun. Killing the rats for the fun. I can't freestyle, so pass it on to my mans.
Yeah. Live
doubt,
at 5,
no
that's
doubt.
how we thrive. This is how I shine. Let me remind you of my mimes. I just gotta open my mind every single time that I rhyme. I put it in a line. It's designed in the moment when I go and I take focus. So eloquent and I spoken so quick. I got it right here in my grip. I'd always let it slip. I got the penmanship. I do it in the moment when I go and I break your mind open till it's beat battered and broken. The beat is so old fashioned. You know I go in with passion. I got the supreme tactics.
Well, if you got the tree, then pass it to me so I can blaze next, blaze text. MC's no deal, son. I'm like laying it down, ladies, with the latex. It really doesn't matter, but she don't need the makeup, cause I like it natural. This is how it is, all actual, factual. Stay in line like the cashews, you nuts. Come on, son, what it do, you butt. Your rap style sucks and clutch, so we're in the Dutch like I roll up. Come on, this is how we roll up. It's a hold up, yo, shown up. Who the one got it? Caxter, the topic, rhyme style exotic. MCs know the deal, I've always known to drop it. Gotta keep it PG-13. You know what I mean? Okay.
Now.
Yeah. Alright. Alright.
Yeah.
I'll take it one more time. Yo, I twisted and passed it. Flip rap styles, that's elastic. You and your mans got the whole thing half mastered. You only need another half-ass kick. Hey, let me watch it. Change up the topic. Exotic. Flip it, always had it. How do you figure when you can step to the rap style, make you quiver? It really doesn't matter, cause anytime I deliver like FedEx, who's next? Known the best two texts like two boxing. These MCs know when I'm rocking. It really doesn't matter, cause I keep the new oxen. Got a brand new Glockson. It's sorta like a Smithin'. Weston without the Coca brothers, missing your intestine. Yeah. Hey yo, freestyles every year, over here we deadly. I gotta keep it up, ain't trying to bite it up too much. You know how it be, so I pass it on to the next MC. Yo.
Alright.
Yeah.
Look into her eyes, I see the prize. Then again, I never wanna say my goodbyes, and I hope she does not deny my feelings towards her. Then she go talk to another guy. With that, I see my demise, and I break down and cry. I'm not looking for the skies, I'm looking deep into her eyes.
Yeah, gotta move with experience. Fearless in this game, peerless with it. I'm right here with it. I make the lyricism clear when you hear it. When I come and make an appearance, I say it right on my face. Take the stage, leave you blazed. Every single second that I take, I find the inspiration to state what I need to make a change in this world. I watch this whole world turn every single day. I feel the strangest ways, but I gotta put it in a phrase today. Make it new every single second. Take a clue of what we can do. It's intuitive coming into fruition. If you could listen to the diction that I'm spitting, get a vision of what comes into fruition. This ammunition is endless, I transcend this multiple dimensions. I just express this, no recessions. I can get this in my head and I let it free. I got the energy, it is my destiny. I just let it breathe, I let it increase when I leave it speechless. I can teach you different things you never seen in your dreams. It seems obscene, I just gotta let it release when I've spoken on that green. Hopefully in a moment you'll see more from me, cause I gotta go in deep. I do it even in my sleep, I do it in my dreams. I'm seeing lucid, no confusion. I gotta do it, cause a movement across the earth every single moment, cause I know what the purpose. I earned it every single second, cause we're certain we deserve it. We just serve a new words that we twist in the moment when we go and taking focus of a new picture, seeing it twisted into a different who to figure that we're gonna get on the radio and say it so smooth when we flow. We can go toe to toe, everyone knows that we got that pros.
Dope.
Nice.
Mic drop.
So, question. John, you just went in. When you approach a freestyle, do you have is this like just straight raw thought, or is it do you approach with like one or two lines? Okay, I'm gonna start with this, or like when you first approach it, like what is that? What's your thought process?
Yeah, I mean it's different, but each time. But usually when I go in, I have like the first rhyme scheme. What the word is going to end with. If it ends with word, I'll have my mind already jogging before I go in. That like absurd, perturbed, on the curb, what I deserve, what I earned. So I'm ready to go, and I'm like thinking of different things. Of course, you got to change the rhyme scheme, and I usually don't think of that before I start. But I usually try and make it natural. I feel like one of the things that people lack is they're like on one rhyme scheme, and then they like think of something else and it just doesn't match. But like I like to just, when I'm on a rhyme scheme, just say what I think made the most sense at that time, and whatever that ends in the rhyme, and just you got to be able to think of something that rhymes with whatever that was that made sense with the last thing you said. Because a lot of people just have like different Lego blocks that go together. They don't like different colors, you know. But if you just have it match like seamlessly from one scheme to another, that's I think one of the more difficult parts of freestyling. And once you can master that, then you can go forever. Right. You know.
Dope.
Nice. I feel you on that. That definitely makes a lot of sense. That's a tough thing to master. Caxton,
Yes, sir.
what is it when you in the zone, right?
Yeah.
I'm talking like in the zone, right? Like, what is that for you? Like when you in the zone, like you like blank out, like you just going in, like you ain't gonna remember what you said, but you killing it. And it's that moment where everybody else backs off in the cipher. Be like, okay, and it's only rappers, I ain't gonna say only rappers. Maybe singers might know. You know, other people might know. I take that back. Other musicians know. People of the craft know. You did.
True.
But it's like, what's it like? Because when someone's in the zone, and we respect when people are in the zone. Yeah. We like back off. So, oh, he killing it right now. She killing it right now. They laying it right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? They going right. What is that like for you when you in the zone?
It's almost like, man, that's a good question, man. That's a real good question. But
I imagine it's different for everybody.
But you know what it really is? I mean, it's really, really cool because when you in the zone, it's just like nothing around you matters. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like you kind of like a superhero in that moment, right? Or like a god in that moment. I mean, nothing around. It's like, man, whatever time it is, it don't matter. You know, people around the world drive, whatever it is in that moment, nothing matters except for you being in the zone in that moment. And that's exactly how it feels. It feels like oxygen, nothing exists. Like you literally in another world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know,
I could say it like that.
Something that I've had a conversation about this with like other artists, musicians, and just different people that can get into that zone. You know, I'm like to talk about like, you know, philosophy and meditation. You know, a lot of people tap into this like higher thought process, just like Buddha would explain in his meditation of just reaching enlightenment. And I feel like there's different levels of that. It's just a mental state. People call them like different frequencies.
Yes.
And I feel like when you're in that zone, that creative expression, whether you're painting or you're just speaking, you could be exercising, you know, you could be freestyling, you could just be laying in your bed thinking, and you just like there's different ways you could do it in different places you can take your mind. But like when you're in that zone, I feel like you're really tapping into who you truly are, you know, which is just a conglomerate of, you know, mass and energy, and like the universe is really like tapping into you. Like you're just extending yourself, you know, and you're allowing other energies to like flow through you. And I feel like sometimes when I'm in the zone, like I feel like I'm truly getting in touch with the universe and like who I am biologically, and like my whole life, the way that psychology works, you know, your brain like taps into every single experience you've ever had, subconsciously, you know, letting you you know, you're pulling from that every time you talk and speak. And so when you're in that zone, it's like you can use your mind like efficiently and like with all of its experiences, and it's like a beautiful thing, you know, to reach that zone, you know, that you're describing.
Says the guy with the constellations on his shirt.
It is. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Reggie, do you remember the first time you ever got in the zone?
First time I ever got in the zone, while I was asleep at a big dinner, and I was freestyling in my dream, and the guy thought I was dope. I'm joking. No. First time I got in the zone was I remember it was at WBL, Words Beach Life. If people didn't know, you guys should come if they have the rap class again. No shade though.
For sure.
I remember freestyling, and I was younger. Well, not that young. I was like 14, and like I remember freestyling, and I just went off the top of the dome. I don't know what I was saying, but I knew I passed the English test.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Like, for me, being in the zone is like, I think the meditation idea was like that's solid. But what Caxton said resonated with me the most is like nothing else matters. Yeah. Like I'm in here, and the best part of being in the zone is when everybody else recognizes you're in the zone.
Yes.
Like, oh, y'all gonna let me go? Yes, go. Like that's what I resonate with the most, because it's like and then taking it to John's when it's like, it's almost an outer body experience. Because it's like, for me, it's like, it's an outer body experience because it's like, yo, I'm rhyming and I'm in the zone, and part of me, there's a voice that's like, yo, boy, you killing it.
Yeah, like
it's
Neo in the Matrix.
It's like a part of me that's looking at me. It's like an outer body experience, like a part of me that's looking at me like, yo, you killing it.
Yeah.
So it's like this zone thing that you can't get back. You know what I'm saying? Because every zone is different.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like sometimes it's certain beats that put you in there. Sometimes it's rapping with certain people that put you in the zone. Sometimes there's certain atmospheres that put you in the zone. So it's definitely, what you said is definitely an energy thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's definitely a level thing. You know what I'm saying? And a certain definitely a different form of consciousness, because it's like you can't do that just like, you have to be in a certain place. You know what I'm saying? And a certain vibe, a certain energy has to be flowing. And like, there's just moments where you just, like, there's moments where if it wasn't caught on video or audio, you would have never known it. You wouldn't know it existed because you was in the zone.
Yeah.
You didn't know you said that. You feel me? You didn't know you hit that flow. And it's like, yo, thank y'all for recording it. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, that
True.
what you just said, like,
True.
I realized that like partway through this, and it like struck this like obsession with video cameras. Like, you probably noticed, I got video.
Yeah.
I've got like 3 different cameras here, and like everywhere I go, I'm like setting up cameras because like I got to listen to it later. It's like, I said that, like, hold on.
Right. Yeah.
Like, I didn't.
Yeah.
Otherwise, no one would have even known what I said. I didn't even remember. You know.
That's true, man. It's like you wouldn't remember, and they love it. And like, oh, you was killing it, you killing it. I was like, yo, what I said? What is it? Tell me what I said. Yeah. So I think, like, that's a beautiful thing, like, just to be in the zone.
It is.
Reggie, because you're the youngest, right?
Yes.
What did your parents say when you first started rapping and you told them, I want to be a rapper?
Oh man, they said stay in school. You ain't gonna get nowhere. And I said, Mom, no, I'm gonna become a rapper. No, they supported me actually. Like, my parents did music, so at the same time, like, they thought like, oh well, if it gets him off the PS4 and he's doing something more productive, cool. But for me, when I told them I want to become a rapper, like, at first I was just strictly rapping, but I turned to more of a songwriter, so they still didn't like my music. They're old. Boomers, get off this radio station now. No hate, Flex.
Good, bro.
No, but they supported me, but they just didn't like my music. But when I make it, they still gonna buy my albums.
That's dope. My mom bought my album. She brought both of them. I'd be like, Mom, I gave it to you. She was like, no, baby, if I buy it, then that means everybody just got to buy it. Because if your mama buying your album and they ain't buying the album, then they don't really like you.
Right.
It's like, it ain't that deep. Yeah. But I guess it is, though.
That's dope, though.
It is dope, though. Yeah.
That is.
I will say that, like, that idea of like what certain people might think if you changed my like goals and trajectory with it, because I mean, I'm also a teacher. I'm a math teacher.
Nice.
during the week,
Oh, dang, I didn't know that.
And I felt weird, it's like, oh, what do you do? I usually say I'm a teacher, I'm an artist. I don't often be like I'm a rapper,
Right.
Can you help me with my math homework?
Yeah, I can actually. I can help you out. For anyone listening, I can help you out. I do tutoring on the after school as well. But
Okay.
but like that definitely changed my mindset. I was like, I can't just start dropping albums of like your generic mainstream hip hop,
Yeah.
And so I was like, I need to have a different approach with this. Even though I like all kinds of hip hop, I need to make this more positive and more like thoughtful. I can't just. I'll probably make all kinds of music, and I do, but I wanted to make like a main center of it like really family friendly, to align with a lot of people's current perceptions of me.
Gotcha.
So, like, what's your last name?
My last name?
Yeah.
It's Iredell.
Mr. Iredell. All right. So what school do you teach at?
Well, actually, I'm kind of entrepreneur. I teach like AP test prep and SAT prep classes.
All right.
Oh,
So
you do the
I
real
teach-
deal.
I teach AP calculus, AP physics, and AP chemistry prep.
Wow.
Oh, so that means you.
That's something.
That means you good with those numbers.
Yeah, man.
That's what's
And I want to like take, and honestly, that actually really influenced my music career as well. Like grew a bunch of self-confidence in myself, like the idea that I can just show up and like just like completely change this guy's like ability to take a test and like explain these things. And I would go in and he'd be like, I have a specific question about the specific thing, and I have to like on the spot think, okay, how can I explain this one page of this physics textbook? And I feel like that also, just working in that industry, changed my freestyle capability. Because I'd be like, okay, I need you to explain the electromagnetic spectrum, and all of a sudden I'd have to do it like on the spot. And I just got really good at articulating different concepts and sentences, and like creating like a learning curve, like explaining the concepts in a good trajectory, like to build the foundation. You can't just like explain the answer. You have to like bring your audience with you. That's the whole point when you're teaching. And I read a lot about that as well, and like that really changed the way I see music. It's like, if I'm just up here rapping about stuff and everyone's like, what's he even talking about? It kind of defeats the purpose. So I realized you have to like build upon, like bring them with you, make sure everyone stays with you and stays along with what you're saying.
Nice.
And those skills I got through teaching, but I apply them in music.
Nice.
Teachers take notes.
Wow.
It's true. What's interesting is I relate. Being, because, Reggie comes to my rap class.
Used to.
Used to come to my rap class anyway. And being in that rap class, even though I was quote unquote the teacher, I say quote unquote because it's like I don't really do that much teaching. I just point you in the right direction.
Right.
And I try to let you know, okay, you got too many words here.
Right.
So that's why that's not landing right. I definitely try to keep like a hands-off approach because it's your art.
Right.
So it needs to be your art.
Right.
It needs to be your expression. But I'll definitely try to help, me and Nick, my co-teacher, definitely try to help you to keep it as polished as possible. You know what I'm saying? But definitely, you got too many words there, or you might want to relax here, or you might want to project here.
Right.
This is the hook part, so you got to double up on this part. So, in terms of what you're saying, John, I got a friend who's a lawyer. His name is Fourth Son. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
A guy we grew up with. He's a rapper, but he ended up being a lawyer.
True.
He said
Fourth is always dope.
He said freestyling and rapping and battling helps him in the courtroom continuously. He was like, because it's all about rebuttals, back and forth, being on your feet, being on your toes.
Yes.
So he's like even one of the lawyers he was arguing with. And he's like in his closing remarks, he's like, and you got Mr. Johnson, with his rapidy rap style. He's like, yo, he's like, Flex, I'm not even joking. Like that was in his closing remarks. He was like, when he was talking to the jury closing out, he said, we got Mr. Johnson over here, you know what I'm saying, trying to fool you with his rapidy rap style.
Was he rapping in court, or was he just talking?
No,
fast,
he's just like how he moves his arms.
Oh, yeah.
He's just very animated.
He's just on stage.
He's
like,
painting the picture because from rapping, he was like, so
he's got like a Bluetooth speaker.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. But he's like, yo, Flex, I'm telling you, it's helped me in the courtroom time and time again. He's like, he was like, I would be far less of an effective lawyer if I hadn't have been a rapper.
Yeah.
If I hadn't have been a battle rapper, if I hadn't have been in those 8 hours freestyle ciphers that took place in Unknown's basement, you know what I'm saying? His parents not caring, you know what I'm saying?
I will say, like, as a writer and a rapper, like, it really changed my self-confidence, and that's one thing that people, like, talk to me about. It's like, oh, I want to start writing, and I highly advise that you do, I mean, it's a really great way to organize your thoughts, even if you're just putting in a journal or a poem or a song or whatever you're writing. It's like when you write more, you use words more, you speak better. You know what I mean? It's like, and even if you can just practice speaking to yourself. Sometimes I'm just in my room, like, I'm not even rapping, I'm just talking out loud to myself, and I don't think that's crazy. I think that it gets my brain working, because I think of like situations that I might be in, or something I might want to say to someone. It could be a specific conversation I want to have with someone. It's good to practice that. I mean, if you can give a speech, you should practice it, But if you just want to organize your thoughts creatively, you should practice that too.
Before we go on to the next thing, one thing I will say real fast is, I'll give a shout out to Fourth Son, and me and Flex know he was the only person he could lean back in the chair and rock in the chair on one leg of the chair.
Yeah.
And the chair would never fall over.
His balance was great.
It was amazing. Like, to this day, I'm talking about, he rocked the beats, the whole chair would rock on one leg, and that chair would never fall over.
Yeah, he was another.
I want to do this, Mr. Idaho.
Just call me John I. JON
Okay.
space E.
You gotta be respectful with it, you know.
Mr. I.
So like one thing I can connect with that because one thing about rap is that it gave me some words that I never knew. So it would be like one thing I want to see schools do is that I seen this on Complex where his teacher, she was incorporating rap lyrics from the Migos in the class. Now if you ask me, the wordplay is decent, but I don't think they got really big words. No offense to them guys, but you never know. They could be listening now. They could be like, "Who this light skinned kid talking to?" But they're like, "You haven't even made it yet. Look." All right. So but I do think they should do that because what teachers don't really understand is that a lot of teachers who are older who actually do listen to rap and they say, "Oh, Roddy Ricch can't beat Biggie," and you never even listen to Roddy Ricch. LOL.
It's true.
So it's
That is
like,
true.
I do believe that rapping do help kids with vocabulary. Like I remember one time it was this one kid and he didn't know how to speak English. And he said he started to listen to rappers like, it was Tyler the Creator, Hobson, or Eminem. And he said he started listening to those guys and all of a sudden he started speaking English properly like it was nothing. So
Nice.
rapping is productive. So kids, keep listening to rapping.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard a story that I don't like. Apparently, it was true. They were interviewing Ed Sheeran, and he had like a terrible speech impediment of some kind. Like when he was younger,
This is
and
very
he
true. I already know
listened
what you're talking about.
to Eminem like
Yeah.
over and over again. Probably a bunch of musicians, but and it like helped him articulate, to listen to people talk, especially when they're talking fast. Because it gets your brain probably gets your brain working like this is possible. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of times, like once you see what's possible, like it expands what you think you can do.
Right.
Like, even if you can only do half of what they did, like the fact that you witness someone doing that, you know that you can do half that.
The facts. And I know a girl like that who had a horrible speech impediment growing up, but when it came to singing, the speech impediment would just go away.
Yeah.
In choir
Yeah, I
class, it
heard
would just
that.
completely
Yeah.
go away. So there's definitely some truth to that. Let's get into some more freestyling though. We got Miss Shine over there. Miss Shine, Cax, so quick though. I wanted to ask you this: what did your parents say when you said you wanted to be a rapper? Because your parents don't be playing.
It didn't work out, and my father was the manager of my cousins. So I'm not gonna say he was against it, but he didn't really take it like seriously. You know what I'm
Gotcha.
saying? He ain't take it seriously. And then, doing shows, and when I got up with y'all, you, Cypher, Unknown, they didn't knock it. You know what I'm saying? They definitely didn't knock it, but they didn't totally take it like 100% out of it.
Gotcha.
Kind of like it was there,
Gotcha. But let's see what Miss Shine is about to put up. You know what I'm saying? We can get some freestyling popping. Shout out to my man Ian in the place to be. My name is Flex Matthews. We got Caxton in here. We got John I or Mr. I. You know what I'm saying? We got RB3 or RBG
It's just RB guys.
or RB3. Yeah.
building.
Yep.
Now we're just gonna do some freestyling. In a little bit we're gonna get into those songs though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt.
I think we're gonna have Cax to go first. We're gonna have Reggie go second, and we're gonna have John close it out. You know what I'm saying? Mr. I.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hype to that.
Huh?
You gotta get something more hype to that.
Yeah.
You
No.
need something more hype to that.
I gotta let
I
it
hate
go.
Started off
go,
like
here
somebody
you go.
died or something.
Gotta let it go. No. I gotta let it go.
All right, let's see what we got.
Yeah. Come
All
on,
right,
come
all
on.
right.
Let's see what we got. Just open up your thought process. The concept got stuck into my mind and it
Like that,
coalesces into different positions. I've got this internal vision. I need the world to listen. I want to come into fruition, a new condition to change this generation across the nation. You know we can take it. I got an internal inspiration. The flame has been burning. I'm certain with the words that I open up. It's like the curtains and I see like the sunlight just shines through my eyes. I can see and realize this is my enterprise. No demise. I just make no compromise. I can take all the way across the skies. You can see me every single second. Believe me, I'ma keep achieving. I've been dreaming of these things ever since I was a little being, and now my seeds been planted. I can't even stand it. This world's been dismantled.
Yo.
I gotta make it and change the channel. Yo.
Yo, up in there, off of the brain. Gotta maintain while I'm spitting this flame. City of the chocolate is where I hang. They say flex be on the green train, on the green line. Out of my mind, forever I shine. Shout out to Miss Shine, playing them beats and the flow so sweet. Kept me up down on the 14th Street.
Okay.
We gone, keep it all proper. Don Doctor, rocket launcher, higher than a chopper. Call your mama, I want drama. Yeah, I want it every day. Moving on the block like on delay. Cats don't know, but the kid don't play. Playing it all silver like I'm say Soleil. Dodge that bull like I say Olay. You soft like yo play, kid don't play. Kick it like Pele, had a great day. Get girls off the internet like Ray J. Flex Matthew, the name they say. In the sky while I take the time. The green line or the orange line. Don't know, I'ma blow like a landmine. Trying to get mine. Blind, yes, I'm sharp like a diamond. City of the diamond, forever I'm rhyming. Pump, it's all about the perfect timing. Waiting for my man Cash to the chime in. Mountain climbing,
Into the day, into the ice. It really doesn't matter, cause we just that not nice and precise as the beat switch. Hey yo, I'm going off the deep sick. Cops ask me something, I ain't really seen it. Yeah, we gotta keep it clean on the microphone lean. Do you like Afro beam? Do you like a guillotine and cut you up? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. No doubt.
What you got?
Yeah, we need a little something, you know what I'm saying? Alright, let me see what I got for you. Hey yo, since 8th grade, it was melee. I kick y'all out this joint just like Pele, like my man flexing. It really doesn't matter, checking for protection. MCs, they need to learn a lesson. Your adolescence, is that the fact that you stressing? I come through, bless it. Yes, you need protection, brand new vesting. Come into my intersection and you'll see, you'll never ever live again. Try to bend again, I eat them up like some Benjamin. Stomp them down with Timberlands just cause you feminine. Rocking dresses and skirts, come on son, that ain't work. I guess what's down there, it hurts cause your skinny jeans. You ain't got time, I got too much dough for skinny jeans. Make the whole flow lean, make the whole world go aside, coincide with me. Yes, it's a freestyle off of the T.O.P. Drop you off the T.O.P. and no, it's not likely. You just mad, you better do the right thing like Spike Lee. I come through, son, sorta like a Viking. I'm heightened and hurting, you worship the nursing. It really doesn't matter, we dispersing. Whatever rap we take, MCs we make. And at the same time, you know they rolling through the quick scape. So I pass it on like the big tape. What up?
Okay.
Yeah,
Pass
Okay.
it off like a mixtape. Be quick.
Okay.
y'all got it.
Guess I go.
Alright.
Look, ain't no joker every single day, it's on my mind. Never really crafted. Forget it, just pass it on.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Let's get
He
it.
forcing me to go, so I really gotta go. I hate school every single day, but I gotta go. Don't give no blow, but now it's on my mind like crystal lust. I don't do crystal dust. Keep it PG every single day. Now I wanna go to sleep because I wanna be here, but I like sleeping.
I like
Me
sleeping,
too.
so I just wanna sleep in. I just peep in the different dimensions of my dreams. I'm seeing lucid. I feel the influence of the music and what it's doing to my consciousness. The prospect is gotten to this different position. I feel like I can uplift everyone with my vision. With my music, we can do it. We just make an influence, make an improvement to people's minds. It's been designed. We staying on the grind. This time is mine. I'ma shine like a diamond. Cause no, I'm hype, man. Every single time that I'm on the mic, man, I got the right mic stand to just get up to the highest heights. I do it the way I like, I do what I ignite. I'm like that guy you never even seen before. You've seen like some things on TV screens. I've seen some things obscene on the radio stations. Different places and occasions, vocation can change the whole occasion. Cause I know I've been famous, I've been strangest motherfucker coming in. Cause I know I can never get enough of it. I love this biz, so I'ma keep using it to influence people to do the right thing like Spike Lee.
No doubt.
Nice. Well, check it out. I think all the freestyling is definitely over, but check it out. I always try to kill a stigma, right? That freestylers can't write. You feel me? That freestylers can't make songs.
Who said that?
It's a very common thing. If you can freestyle good, you can't write good. If you can write good, you can't freestyle good. Like, if you can rap, if you can battle rap, you're a good battle rapper, you can't make no songs. And the thing is, I know a lot of battle rappers who can't write songs. You feel
I
me?
do.
You know, I know a lot. So I want to kill that stigma with this segment. So that's why I had all y'all send a beat, you know, so y'all could do y'all thing. So